Alec, you guys are moving to a more pro-style offense. Usually that means shotgun. How do you have you adapted to that? Sending the ball a little further back.
Yeah, at first it was a little different. We kind of went a little bit because last year we didn't really go shotgun or shotgun run, so it's a little different where you're kind of running full speed off the ball forward that you can kind of forget about your snap hand a little bit. So at first there was a couple struggles, but now practice 13 in, it's pretty good. It's a little nice now because when we're in shotgun, sometimes they think it's pass, so they're backing it up. It's a run, makes it a little easier on us. So it's been good.
And just what do you think when you look to your right and your left and you see some, except for John, all the same guys there, and just talk about the continuity on the OL?
Yeah, John was a great player, and we love John, but the guys competing right now are awesome. The three guys competing, and then sometimes Ben knocks down the guard, and Jack will come in at tackle. It's been awesome. I think practice 13, you can really see, especially today, we had a really good practice up front that we're starting to really form that chemistry and mesh well together.
Okay, you kind of have some chemistry with Dennis and then Jake coming in. Just talk about the two quarterbacks and how they're competing right now.
Yeah, I love both of them. I hosted Phil when he came in, and he's a great kid. And Dennis has always been a competitor. He's a good guy. I love both of them. They're having a great competition right now. They're both making plays. I mean, Phil's all over the place, making plays, throwing big passes. Dennis too. The other day, yesterday, had a QB read on a competitive period, ran in for a touchdown. The two of them are playing their ass off. So it's exciting to watch and fun. And I feel confident no matter who's there that it's going to be great.
We'll go next to Andy Backstrom.
Well, Alec, I know you guys have had your bubble and everything going on and having so much success with the COVID-19 testing. Now students are starting to come back to campus and having their own testing. What's it like to see students getting back on the campus and trying to keep things straight within your own bubble here in the Fishfield House?
Right. I think the guys are doing a great job of they want to play and they want to be safe. So coach talks about it all the time. Wear your mask in public, wear your mask in public. And we're doing a great job doing that, wearing our mask, kind of staying in our group and not really going out if we don't need to. No one's leaving campus. We're just going to our rooms now that we're moved out of 90 and we're going to our separate rooms. We're still doing room checks, making sure everyone's in there. But it's nice to see some more people on campus with students and stuff. Sometimes people get sick of seeing me on the team, but it's nice. But everyone's being safe and doing the right stuff and handling it well. So I think we'll handle that too coming in next week when everyone gets.
We'll go next to AJ Black.
Hey, Alex, excuse me. So now I've talked to you a couple times. What have you learned about yourself a little bit with the new coaching staff? Have they taught you anything new that maybe you hadn't known about your position or some lessons that you've kind of figured out about yourself? Anything new from Coach Applebaum or Coach Affley?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I've learned is actually it's football related, but not football related. They've kind of taught me how to have fun and really brought back that love for the game. When I've been here 4 years now, you can kind of get into a lull of things, be like, oh, it's year 4, doing it all over again. But the coaches have done a great job of making everything fun and kind of helped me find that love for football. It's the most fun I've had, and everyone's great, and the atmosphere that they create here is awesome. Technique-wise, talking about football, when we're in the team meetings, Coach Affley really breaks down defenses and like how they're supposed to cover the play when we're showing plays, good plays and bad plays from practice. And it's really teaching you how, I know how defensive line and linebackers work, but it's really teaching you more defensive schematics and kind of how that stuff works. And then Coach Applebaum too has been great teaching us new techniques with the outside zone and hand placement and different ways of punching on pass pro and really helping it out. So it's great. It's just more stuff to add to what I know and how I can play.
We'll go next to Dan Rubin.
Touching on that, when you have a particular scheme or pass protection or run protection, and I know it's going to be more complex than just snap the ball and stand up in pass protection or move forward in run blocking. How complex is it when you're running a gap scheme or running a pull block or anything like that?
I'd say the run schemes are actually pretty similar, just kind of like a different language a little bit, like different words for stuff. But as an older guy that's played with experience, I think the run stuff was pretty easy to pick up once you get in the flow of it. The pass stuff has been a little bit harder, but it's good. It's just the defense is throwing a lot at us, and they're doing a great job with that, throwing a lot at us. So it's kind of makes you think and brings up. So when we're going to a game, really people don't run that many blitzes or that many types of defensive fronts. So it's really getting us ready for that. But it's been great. You know, Coach Signetti and Coach Applebaum always say this is like a pro style offense. So it's really getting us ready for the next step and really testing our football IQ.
We'll go back to Andy.
Alec, I asked you last week about the right guard battle, and you mentioned how you guys were even rotating Ben in position to see what was the best fit. How's that coming along now? What have you seen from some of your teammates fighting for that position?
Yeah. You know, the best fit I can't tell you right now because everyone's playing so well that it's going to be a hard decision for coach. You know, and I think those guys are battling, and we'll know later on throughout the camp. We still have a little bit till we play, but I feel good. No matter who it is, I feel good. You know, because we're all so close, and our chemistry is really meshing with whether it's Ben at guard, Nate, Christian, or anybody at guard. It's really meshing, and I think starting in a week or two, we'll really kind of finalize who's in that spot, and who knows, maybe we'll get a rotation in throughout the game, so we're more fresh and everything.
Go next to AJ.
So when you're playing in practice against that defense, is there anyone on the defense that you find gives you a real hard time to block, or you find a real challenge?
Yeah, everybody like Boozy has been a great addition to the defensive line. You know, he's powerful, he's fast, and he has a lot of game experience. And he's a big, strong guy, but he also has a lot of finesse with him. So he's been giving us a lot of problems. He's good. TJ's played, and he's a strong, powerful guy. I'll tell you that. And then Max and Isaiah too. You know, they may not be up front hitting, but when you go, they hit you hard. But they're also with their hands grabbing you and shedding you and really making those plays. So I think it just makes us better with our technique that we can't lean on them or something. We really gotta stay strong with those guys. Yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Everyone's making everyone better.
We'll go next to Dan.
One other thing with the blocking, throwing one other degree of difficulty in there is the fact you got to snap the ball too. So how's that work? Like building chemistry with a quarterback? Do they like the ball certain places? Do you have to learn how to snap it to certain guys a certain way, or is it just get the ball back there and they get to figure it out from there?
Yeah, you know, that's funny. When I was younger, I'd always, oh, how do you like it? How do you like it? Asking the quarterback. But now I'm like, hey, listen, I'm snapping it like this. You got to figure it out. You know, I'm putting it in one spot and you can work around it. So it's been good. But under center, we've had no problems. I've been with Dennis, and then on the side in the beginning, I took some with Phil. So, but I'm snapping it to my spot, and they can kind of figure it out from there.
Anything else for Alec? All right, Alec, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.